Hey folks, good morning, how you doing? Hope you're all well. Welcome to another video, a rather cold video here on the channel. I'm here in Falkenham, which is in South Kesteven district of Lincolnshire. And look at this building behind me. I'm not sure what it is, been past it a couple of times now. I've been riding on ungritted roads for the last 20 minutes, a bit nervy, but now I'm back on a bit of a more mainstream road and heading east towards Long Sutton. It was 200 today, so there's lots of places going to be seen. I hope to share a few of those with you today, so don't go anywhere. I mentioned Long Sutton there because it's essentially the most easterly part of today's route, which I'll throw up on screen. As you can see, I put a few customary co-ops on the map. So I started today's ride in Grantham, stayed over at Mr. Paul Green. I'll pop a link to his channel in the corner. He's a YouTuber as well. So basically I'm off into the Lincolnshire fens today. It's incredibly flat. Just hills at the start and hills at the end, coming back into Grantham itself. As part of my transcontinental race training, trying to use my bike as much as I can instead of using the car, I travelled from Grimsby to Grantham straight after work Friday afternoon. After this and after a bit of a ride tomorrow, I need to cycle all the way back home as well. Quick breather, comfort stop, the other side of the Fosdyke Bridge. Nice quiet roads. If you live around here, you might recognise it. On the corner there is a end. That must be a viewpoint or something, because over there, that direction, it's probably another mile over there still. I can't see, but it's the Wash. I'm not far east now. Riding around here reminds me that I've got to tell you some news, although it's not completely confirmed yet. And I've been waiting for the global picture to pan out. But this week, I'm gonna get my ticket to take part in the race across the Netherlands, which is at the end of April, beginning of May. So yeah, get some of my holidays booked and look forward to that. And obviously it reminds me, because look, apart from that little hill there, you might be able to see the picture anyway, it is absolutely pancake flat. So it's kind of good training really, because I'm more into my hills, aren't I? It's very mental, like just continually pedaling all the time. I'm out today, I thought I'd take a look at the bike. Apart from being covered in mud, there was kind of a muddy track I went down. Well, not a track, muddy road. There's farmers down there. I was like, okay, so it's got completely covered in mud. Thought I'd quickly show you the bike for those who perhaps are new to the channel, haven't seen me riding this particular bike before. This is from Sonder. It's the Calibri TI. The TI stands for titanium. So yeah, this is my bike that I bought back in March 2020. So what I've got on the configuration today, I've got this race aero bag from Restrap, a few bits in there. Mostly inner tubes, I think, really. Vision Team 35 wheels. They'll be coming off. I'm going to be buying some new, ready for the TCR. Not decided yet. Continental Gator hard shell. It is winter, of course. As for the drive chain, it's it's 34 on the back, 50 on the front, I think. Let's see, it's disc brake set up. Down here, covered in mud. There's a few essentials. Hopefully I won't have to go into there because it's covered in mud. Charge saddle at the front. Lord mud seat post. Certainly loves the mud today. Look, I save that light as well. I need to clean that before I get going again. Couple pedal head water bottles in there. A Rock Brothers top tube bag. A Cat Eye Volt 1200 front light. There's a couple cat eyes on the back as well. You just saw rear lights. Up front, some aero bars, some cheap Chinese copy aero bars. Little bag in here, it's got a little shopping bag thing in it really. I might not need to go in there, but it's also got a little plastic bag so I can put stuff in there if it gets wet, kind of thing. Mobile phone on the front there, just because I don't like carrying stuff in my back pocket. And the Wahoo Roam completes the cockpit area on the bike today. So yeah, right, talked enough. Oh, before I do go, my makeshift mudguard as well. Bit of cling film on what this is here. This holds a saddlebag in place. It's called the Exo Rail, and that's from Alpkit, just like the bike. Anyway, move, time to go. Reaching Guy's Head, and there's not one lighthouse, there's two. It's not a sea lighthouse, it's right on the banks of a river here. And there's a second one over there on the other side. Wow. I'm on an insanely long straight road. Nothing unusual in the Lincolnshire Fens about that. Just keeps going on and on and on. Direction wise, heading towards Peterborough. I'm going to turn in westerly soon, which means back into a headwind, so it's going to be fun, isn't it? It's warmed up now though, the arm warmers are off, different gloves. Snood is off. So whopping, what is it? Let's have a look. 7 degrees Celsius. How good is that? And as you can see in the bottom left right hand corner, you might not be able to, 120 kilometres done, 80 to go. Just left Crowland. Beautiful river down here, but hell of a lot of fly tipping. Black bin bags just thrown all the way down here. What have I been up to the last couple of weeks? Well, apart from cycling, I've also been dabbling in some Bitcoin. Don't know if anybody watching has some Bitcoin, but if you do, you know it's not time. It wasn't probably a good time for investing in Bitcoin, because it's in the last 2 weeks the price of how much I've invested is dropped about £90. I've not mortgaged the house or anything like that, just a small little investment for the future really. Give it a go. I'll get fed up money's just sat in the bank, not accruing anything, because traditional banks, you'd be lucky if you make a couple pennies a year. It's ridiculous. There's potential to earn a lot more having money in Bitcoin. If you have enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you want to support the channel in any way, there's a link to my account on Buy Me a Coffee. You can buy a bacon butty from there, an inner tube or coffee when it goes back into the channel. So about 50k to go now. Doing really well, it's been a good ride. Not long ago left Market Deep in, didn't stop it, just kept going. The only stop I made was to put my arm warmers back on again, because the sun's disappeared, it's just gone cold. It is half full, and look at how light it is. It's great. 30k to go, so nearly done, but it's all gradual uphill. Right, anyway, once again, please give the video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe button. I've got loads of content coming up, and if you've been enjoying the channel, please remember to hit that subscribe button as well. It really helps the channel come along. Right, I'm going to leave it here. I need to get my ass into gear and get it done, so I shall see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.